and unmute him. PBat!
Hi.
Hey! PBat is here, for the
Hey.
love of God. I'm sorry. How was your meal? Also turn on your camera.
I'm not turning on my camera. Too tired. I
Okay,
look like
could you
shit.
at least stay in the call but not turn on your camera so your picture stays there on the overlay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, this has been like pulling fucking teeth. Welcome to the podcast. I am Smatter. This is episode number 19. We're getting close to the big 2-0. That is legal in podcast age. Who's here today? Brandon, you're here?
Going to jail.
Yeah,
Yes.
Brandon's
Yes.
here. He's playing the
Yes.
culling. Are you still in that game?
No.
Same.
You need to play the calling with me, not Sev.
Oh my god. PBat's
I
here
have
too.
never actually experienced you being good at a video game, so that'd be
That's a
interesting.
lie.
Wow.
That's a lie.
Okay,
Okay,
so
go ahead.
in the
Where
middle
am
of
I?
introductions, Brandon, really?
Minecraft.
Your
We're
Minecraft.
we're starting off at 100 today.
Holy shit.
Pretty sure
That was
he's a Minecraft
85
lord.
at best.
Yeah, no, I would give that 82 even. I don't know where I got my numbers from. Alright, well, you know everybody's here. Chris is here, Faz is here, Brandon's here, PBat's
my
here.
God.
We're all fucking here, we're all fed. Everybody, close your eyes for guided meditation. That's you too, PBat. Close your eyes.
My eyes are already closed. I'm tired.
Oh my god. Imagine you are a child of the age 20, that is legal in podcast years. Dipping in the river, going for a little swim. It's cold, but the day is hot and you don't mind. But you slip and end up downstream and you head towards a big old waterfall and you scream and you scream and you scream. No one sees you, no one helps. The current picks up. You get swept away, and just as you're about to go over the edge, a big old bear swipes you up and eats you because you're a fucking salmon. You were never a boy. Open your eyes. Back at the podcast.
So the Revenant then.
I guess it was The Revenant.
What's the Revenant?
That was really
The-
bad.
the-
It's a
The-
movie about
the movie.
fish. It's about
Wait, Leonardo DiCaprio's a fish?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a fish in it.
He voices a fish. It's like a Pixar movie.
I love it.
All animated. He got an Oscar for that too. Would you believe that?
Yeah.
All he had to do was have fucking salmon meat on him. That's what they give out Oscars for now. God, if Jennifer Lawrence gets one, fucking kill me. Chick is all
Why?
salmon meat.
Okay.
I don't know where this is going. Alright, so what do we got on the docket today? Let's start right at the top with the culling. Brandon, you were just playing it.
Yes, I
Walk me
was.
through it, explain what it is to the people who can't see it or don't know what the hell it is.
Okay, so have you ever played either Arma 2's DayZ mod or H1Z1? Either version, but the Battle Royale.
Yes.
Okay, so when DayZ was made, right? They were thinking, wow, you know, it'd be fun if we could just like have a survival version of this. You know, last couple people standing. We'll put some fucking poison on the map to make people funnel towards one area. It'll be a great fucking time. And Sony sees this, and H1Z1 starts getting born. You know, they're helping publish the game and whatnot. They ran it at their fucking booth and all that shit during PAX, and eventually it gets turned into 2 fucking games. But I mean, they're good games. It's smart. It's no one's done this kind of thing before at this level, at least. But it was not made for Battle Royale. It was made for specific other reasons because people are fucking boring and they want to build houses. The games are, like, let's be real, they're about building fucking houses and protecting yourself from zombies. It's the male version of The Sims. But, I mean, nerds played that shit, right? Everyone wanted to play Battle Royale because that shit is dope. So this company, and they made Battle Mage, Lichdom Battle Mage.
Oh, it's them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They made a
Ooh.
really good game with Battle Mage,
Yeah,
except
they had
that it
great
wasn't
combat.
co-op. It just didn't have co-op, and that was the only thing that was needed. Is that game was built to be a co-op game that had no co-op. But they make the calling, and they're like, "Listen, here's the idea. We make H1Z1, but we don't make it look like shit. We make it a much smaller map." Better matchmaking, better queue times, no ridiculous sign-in fucking bullshit that H1Z1 makes you do. It won't be Arma, which is obviously the biggest factor to this. We make the game a little bit more arcadey, a little less realistic, which is, again, awesome. They put a dope-ass announcer in it. It feels very Borderlands-y. And they gave us real Hunger Games. The weapons are smart. Unarmed works well enough to where you can kind of battle someone who has a weapon if you've gotten very unlucky. And guns are very, very, very rare, so that's not just a shit show of people finding AKs in the middle of people's homes. Everything about the game, it seems like someone went and said, hey, what about H1Z1 don't you like? And then when people started actually talking about the laundry list of fucking things that comprise that, they turned the culling into basically the opposite. And it's turned out to be unbelievable. And I can almost guarantee that on day one they will have less server problems as an indie studio in early access than the likely shit show we're about to hit with the Division.
Oh boy.
Ugh. Well, let's
Fun
not
times.
get into that shit show. So, oh my lord, I feel like a 15-year-old. My mother is literally yelling at me because it's my aunt's birthday upstairs and I'm down here. I feel like I'm in
body.
high school again. They didn't tell me they were planning my aunt's birthday today. But sorry.
Hey God, why was she born today?
Yeah, what
Ugh.
I gotta yell at my grandmother actually. It's
So
her
selfish.
birthday.
So selfish.
Happy birthday, Aunt Lillian. Episode's dedicated to her. So, fuck me.
The culling is great.
The calling is great. So what are the problems
Calling's
with
great.
it then? I mean, it's early access, but is it complete?
I mean,
No, of
like,
course not.
they still want to add new maps. There's, like, a female model they want to add in. They still need to balance because there's, like, perks and stuff. Very similar to Call of Duty, increased movement speed with blank weapon, increased damage with blank weapon,
How do the
increased...
perks work? Is it like a tree you pick beforehand, or you pick them on the
You
fly?
load out. You have 3 options. You pick any 3 that you want.
Okay. Now, is there a high skill cap on this type of thing?
Not really.
No, I definitely think there is.
Well, I mean, it depends on how you
And
look at it.
in weapon 1v1 combat, there can be.
Yeah.
But because most people from teams, like you're always in a 2v2 situation unless you start at the very beginning and find someone away from their teammate, then you get the 1v1 RPS aspect. And if you've ever played Smash Bros, Smash Bros has a very RPS system. Attack beats grab, grab beats shield, shield beats attack. In
Unless
this
you're
game-
melee Marth, and then grab beats everything.
Okay, we get it.
Yeah.
In this game, attack beats shove, shove beats block, block beats attack. But because everybody doesn't know what the hell they're doing, all you're really seeing people do is swing constantly
Yeah.
or block all the time and walk backwards.
My favorite tech right now is you could charge and attack, then cancel the attack with block, and immediately at frame 1 cancel the block with shove.
That's so annoying. Is that easy
You're
to see?
such a try.
Dude, like,
Are you
So, like,
min-maxing
he's
this
such a
game that's like
tryhard.
not
Holding it
even
up.
done?
If you're holding up your axe or whatever you have in your hand, people are going to block your shot and cripple you for a second. So instead, like, as you're releasing the attack, you hit block and then frame 1 cancel into shove, and then they get shoved and you get 2 free hits depending on your weapon.
Hey devs, I hope you're listening so you know exactly what to nerf.
Yeah,
Thank
No,
Please
you don't
fix
want to
that.
nerf that. That's a
Sounds
really important
dumb.
technique.
Sounds dumb.
It sounds dumb because you're all shit at video games.
Well, my problem is if I'm charging up an attack, it should probably penetrate the block.
I agree.
Because right now, there's outside of the thing you just made up that you found, there's no reason to charge up an attack unless you're
They're very
chasing
easily
somebody
baited.
and they're running.
But this is why you do it.
If you got the jump, or you working with a friend who can charge up an attack and lure him into that, that's reasonable.
Well, when you hit someone from the back, it increases the damage that you do by X%, and will stun them for like a half a second so you get 1 extra hit. So what you want to do is if it's a 2v1 scenario, you want to hit one person into their block as the other person hits their back. That way their block gets broken before your first hit connects, and then you just juggle them back and forth until they die, because they just like get stun locked.
I see. That's oh my god. So let me ask you something. When you're playing this game, does it encourage teamwork? Do you work together?
Insanely.
Absolutely. If you're
Yeah.
running teams, yes.
So like, what sort? Like, there's proximity voice, right?
No.
No, not
No.
yet. They're adding it.
Oh. Oh man, that's
Well-
gonna take away all the fun, because that's how those other games spawned this. Like,
Yeah, but I mean,
that,
right
like,
now you just
Psychopath
use
Simulator.
Discord.
Right now, you just use whatever voice comm you got. And
Yeah.
even in the future, you're going to use whatever voice comm you got. Because it
Interesting.
started like this is probably going to be an issue. If they put in like proximity voice, no one's going to really use in-game voice.
I will. I will to shit talk people after I kill them.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, same.
Well, yeah,
Or
I mean,
try to
that's the
bargain
fun-
with them,
that's the
or
best
bait
part.
them.
That's it. You're not going to use it otherwise.
True.
Because then people will hear you as you're walking around.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's part of the fun, though, right?
Not
That's
if
what
you're
makes
tryhard.
games like Rust and stuff like that.
Ew, what the fuck is a rust?
You know, like I'm saying, it's like a Psychopath Simulator. Like, you talk to people nearby, you try to like bargain with them, you make deals, and then you fucking turn on them.
Yeah, but
Well,
this is like a
in
last
this-
man
this
standing
game
kind of
isn't
thing.
like
You're trying
that.
to win.
I know, I'm saying, but like working together with other people is a strategy.
No, it isn't.
Not in this, no.
It can be. Brandon just
No,
said he's working
Not in
together.
this, no.
Sam, you're
Yeah,
not listening.
because
You
what
as
it
somebody-
is, Matter, is there's a free for all mode and a team mode. So the free for all mode is literally just 16 people together, and the team mode is teams of 2 people It's the same thing. It's a free for all,
Oh.
but teams of 2 people. That's where the teamwork comes in. So
I
you can
see.
play with a partner.
I'm just saying, wouldn't proximity voice open up that strategy in free for all? True free for all?
It could, but it's just
You
not.
could
Because I mean, in
offer
the
them
end,
weapons
you're
and
gonna have to
things and-
fight. In the end, you're gonna have to fight them anyway, right? It's not like a H1Z1, not battle royale. When you're just out trying to survive for however long, you see somebody. It's like, hey, can you spare me a weapon? I'm trying to survive. Like in the end, you're trying to be the winner. It's like helping somebody else has no benefit to you.
I don't believe that. When I do free for all, if 2 people are fighting, I like to go up, kill one person, and then run away. Depending, I mean, if they have like very low health, I'll chase the second one. But I mean, if they're above half health, generally I'll just let them go.
Well, now, but is that more of a thing to help them, or is that just a thing that you're trying to be safe? Because like I do the
That's
same
fair.
thing. I let people kind of fight it out, and I'll go in to kind of finish off the kill. But like that's
As you
just because
should.
it benefits me.
Yeah, as you should.
Now, what about
So
how long are the average match lengths? Does it like improve?
Maximum
20 minutes.
25 minutes.
Oh, that's really nice.
yeah,
The timer counts down from 25 to 0. Once the timer reaches 10 minutes, the walls close in. A poison mist starts to push everyone towards the center of the map. Once it hits 4 or
4.
3 minutes,
it's 4. Yeah.
4.
Once it hits 4 minutes, you're about to get bodied because the mist goes even tighter. And once it hits 1 minute, it actually just covers the whole map.
And the first person to just not die wins.
Oh,
It's
that's
the
funny.
funniest.
So it's like running and jumping at that point, like. "Ugh."
This morning I
There's
wasn't
no running and
recording,
jumping.
and I
You're
was
in
really
a-
sad because I had a 16-man fight. I had 3 med packs in. I wound up killing 3 or 4 people. It gets down to the minute, everything closes in, and I'm just running around spamming med packs while this dude is just trying to catch me, and there's just no way. Like the game is so troll.
Just like patching yourself up as you go. That's amazing.
It's fantastic.
So now, do you? So clearly, we have demonstrated, or we the gamers, we the gamers. Oh fuck, that sounds so dumb. We players have shown that there's a market for this type of game, right? So where do you see the future of this type of formula? Do you see it getting stale, or do you see more types of games like this that improve upon the formula showing up?
Well,
I think
it's
this
just about
is-
a.
okay.
Oh, sorry. Okay,
Okay.
I'll take it. I'll take it. So, it all depends what the devs do with it. Like, I mean, the only issue I think is that the people who have tried to do it before now, like DayZ and H1Z1, they just haven't been doing the things that people most want. I think what Culling could use right now a lot is custom games and the ability
It's
to have
coming.
like.
I would
Okay,
love
that's-
that
that's-
very
They
much.
can't not have custom games for this
It's
format.
coming.
Yeah.
I
I'd
sent
like to
them
have
an
a
email
server.
already saying like, listen, let's start talking about esports.
Yeah.
Yo.
They're in coming Atlanta, which is 15 minutes from me.
Ooh.
I mean, that'd be useful.
I really want to talk to these guys. I haven't played a game that I have felt has this legs. I mean, aside from like a Blizzard game since Smite came out. Plain and
That's what I'm
simple. I,
saying.
I have not played a game that has had such polish in such an early state since Smite, and that's been what 3.5 years.
Yeah. I mean, I was playing it for 13 hours today. I don't know the last time I felt so hooked on a game, but
Same.
Damn.
Yeah.
13
Oh,
hours.
All right, I have it.
Oh,
I
wait,
gotta
that's
play
not
it.
true. Wait, what about Clash Royale?
Clash Royale.
You haven't played Clash Royale?
Stop trying to
No.
push that on us,
Bullshit
Brandon.
game.
Listen,
Wait,
all right.
what is that?
The
Download
smartphone game.
on your
Stop.
Don't say
Android
phone.
or
Wait,
iPhone.
All right, no.
Wait, what's
No,
it
no,
called
listen,
again?
finish-
I'll pull out my
listen,
phone.
Listen, all right, let me pitch it.
All right.
All right, so I hate Clash of Clans. Okay, let me get that out of the way. Two or three of the devs or whatever from Clash of Clans broke off and made their own studio to make this game.
Hey, what's its name
Right.
again? I'm about to install it.
Clash Royale. It's similar to Clash of Clans, but it's better. It's much more balanced, and it's very focused around the player experience, which I love. There's 5 tabs when you open the game. There's like your deck building tab, your shitty microtransaction store tab, your battle tab, which shows you like what chests you have to unlock and things like that. The game's still based on like time, like any other game. Like you can unlock this chest in 6 hours, that kind of bullshit. But your next tab is your clan tab, where you can donate cards or request cards. Both are free, and if you donate cards, you actually get experience and gold in game, which is pretty cool. And the final tab, and the thing that strikes me the most, is a replay tab, and it shows you replays of all the games at the highest level and that you could just watch immediately. And it's like all the high-level players from all around the world, their decks, their strategies, you get to see what they do so that you can try to copy, and it really tries to push the meta forward. And what's kind of crazy is you go to the replay tab and there's like hundreds of thousands of views on like every one of these videos. It's crazy.
Holy shit, this game does have a lot of people playing it.
Yeah.
Too.
It's brand new too, which is crazy.
Wow.
I'll give it a shot tonight then.
Dude, I walked into the office today to go cast Smite. Me, Allied, and Hindu Man all whipped out our phones at the same time. Like, yo, you playing? And we're all like, yeah, bro, yeah. You gotta get that.
I
that
thought you were
skeleton
just
giant,
gonna
bro.
say
It's
like
crazy.
we all got into work and whipped it out.
Yeah. It's like your job, right?
Yeah, that's what I go to work every day and I just whip it out. Good morning, company, and I whip it out.
Is that what you say? Good morning, company?
Uh-huh.
Morning company.
So, talk to me about how talk to me about how the formula could be changed up.
See, for me, I think we're getting to a point now where people are going to start copying because they see how successful it is, but the culling already has sucked everybody in. I think we're going to get to that point in about 6 months where everyone's trying to copy League of Legends and they're all making their stupid MOBAs, although obviously Smite and Heroes of the Storm did really fucking well in that regard, but they changed up the formula a lot. Whereas, Rise of the Incarnates and fucking Dawngate and Infinite Crisis and all these big major
Nightmare
publishers.
Batman.
Nightmare Batman. They all got shit on. Right? Culling, I have a feeling, is going to do the same thing. Culling took the basis of H1Z1, like League took the basis of Dota, and they're going to start building this fucking giant community because they're already putting things in the game. There's like a design by human store and things like that. We're going to see Twitch shirts, I'm sure, pretty soon. They're running streamer tournaments. They give a fuck about what's going on. And I can't say that I don't believe that with H1Z1, but I don't know a single person who has talked to the H1Z1 staff who doesn't feel like they're not just in it for the money.
H1Z1 was supposed to be, when they first brought the idea of the game up, it was going to be paid early access and then free to play. Here we are with the release of 2 separate games, and the devs have changed their minds and said, you know what, we have no plans for free to play. So after, a year and some change of early access, where everybody's playing the game already, and there's people who've been waiting, like, okay, I'll watch this, I'll watch streams to see what the game's like. Can't wait for this to come out, it's going to be free to play, it'll be awesome. You don't have a pay-to-win store, and yes, you do.
Yeah.
So, H1Z1 basically turned into a big old cash grab.
Oh, yeah.
That's the problem,
it's
is when
crazy
that happens.
how that game lacks so much polish for how popular it is. It's genuinely madness.
Well, it was the better DayZ. DayZ sucked dick.
The sandbox and people it was people wanted
DayZ came out,
but
and
better.
it's like, okay, zombies and people. This will be really cool. DayZ sucked ultra dick. H1Z1 comes out. All right, zombie and people. It's better than DayZ, isn't it? Oh, there's Battle Royale too. Let's play it. All
That's
right.
it. That's all I need.
That was it. That's exactly why it got more, play time than the game that inspired it. Which is exactly what Brandon said, where the culling is going to take exactly what H1Z1 took from DayZ, which is 1, its player base, and 2, everything else.
So we have another potential major game and potential esport coming. You guys firmly believe that?
Honestly, it's up to them. If you see the work that Hi-Rez Studios puts into Smite, right? That's how it gets to esports. It doesn't just fall into place. A lot of the people from Rocket League are pushing really hard, but aside from the money that's coming in from Twitch, is Rocket League going to invest into this league? Are they going to put money back into it? Are they going to try to make their players into stars? Are they going to turn their league into an actual league instead of just like play our game for some money? Haha. Like it takes more than just putting something together and say, here's money for tournaments. That's not how esports work. It's about building players, building storylines, making sure the game is interesting, in involving your community in how the players play the game at a professional level. That is very, very important. If this company can do that, yes. And hands down, yes. The 2v2 mode in that game, watching tournaments for that could not to toot my own horn here or like be an asshole, but how fucking cool would that game be if I was commentating like PBat's games?
Yeah, I'd like that.
Do you mean
I'd
just
watch
you
the
or
shit
anybody?
out of that.
Weren't you
Yeah.
just saying PBat was horrible at games? Why
Right.
would you be
I'm really
commentating?
good.
But how awesome would it be if I can commentate him just getting his face kicked?
Yeah, or commentate him like making a fucking turkey sandwich.
It wasn't a turkey sandwich.
No,
it was
it's
Wendy's.
supposed to be Barracuda eating a sandwich. Come on,
PBat
Sam.
eat.
So Brandon, what what you're telling us is that you watched the Hunger Games and said, "Man, I would love to be commentating that on TV."
Yeah, fuck kids.
He always says "fuck kids" except Rue every time.
Oh my god.
Yo, except
But
Rue,
she's
come
dead,
on.
so
How
who
do you
cares?
genuinely
Come on.
like that as an adult male?
What?
The Hunger Games.
Well, it was great.
It's great.
Oh
It
my
is
God.
great.
Did you read the books?
I'm not reading a fucking children's book.
Then don't read it and watch
Okay,
it.
well, I mean, like, I didn't know what they were before I read the books. I didn't watch the movies
They're
until after
written
I
for
finished the books.
12-year-olds.
Because Kelsey had the books and she liked them. Something that really hurt me with them is that there was halfway through book 2, Catching Fire, and the chapter ends right as she's coming up into the what's it called, the arena, right? And everyone's calling her the girl on fire the whole time because she's just like doing all this crazy shit and she's just always everywhere. She's just godlike, right? So she comes up into the arena and she is clearly in a water arena. And it's just a black tunnel, blah, blah, blah. She gets up there, waves start hitting her feet. She goes, I have no idea where I am. And it finishes the chapter with, but this is no place for a girl on fire. And I thought that was like the hottest line, but it ruined the rest of the books. Because now at the end of every chapter, she's like, fuck, I got to hit that hook again.
Yeah, she's got nothing.
It was just like 2012 Busta Rhymes. Just like everything has to be hooks, and it's just like, come on, man, just do your thing, please. Like, just...
Oh my god.
That's
Why would
pretty good. That's
you
pretty
whip
good.
out that reference?
I was gonna
That's-
say,
that's-
I'm
that's
surprised
really good.
Brandon dropped the Busta Rhymes reference. That's
Excuse me,
good.
PBat, don't ever try to
Respect.
come at me again.
Respect.
Oh my god. I guess you're black now. Wow, I'm outnumbered now.
Welcome.
Me and Chris, of course, we don't want any trouble, guys.
Tides have turned.
Yeah, we're gonna vote for
God.
Hillary, okay? We're gonna do it, I promise. the black vote, all right, we're
Fuck,
gonna do
you
it, man.
ruined the podcast.
Please do
Abort.
not jump me or pop off on me or whatever you
This is not the place for a girl on fire.
Oh, god damn.
Fats, that was really clever and funny.
Stop!
Would you have an energy drink? Holy shit.
Oh,
What?
Brandon.
They're
Sorry,
being
I have one last
homies.
Brandon, I have one last question.
All right.
What would you think of a 3-man mode instead of just a 2-man mode?
Dude, I'm down.
Too much.
Yeah?
No,
Too
I'm
much,
doan.
really?
DM loves
I think
3v3 anything.
Excuse me,
Why-
I
no,
love
it's not just
2v2 anything.
3v3.
I don't even like
No,
3v3 all that much.
You love every game we've ever played. If there was less player game modes, you were always
right.
for it.
And less goes to 2v2, not 3v3. But 2v2 is never made
Okay,
because everyone's a jerk off.
So my question here, because this is not clarified and I haven't played the game yet. The 2 in the teams mode, is it just 2v2 or is it 8
No.
teams of 2?
It's 8
it's
teams.
8
too.
teams of 2.
2.
It's godlike.
It's
Yeah.
so godlike.
Chris, do you have this game?
No, I do not.
We should
You're an
get it and
asshole.
play it together for the first time together. We should pop our culling cherries.
The
Inappropriate.
tutorial actually teaches you a fair amount, but like there are things that they leave out. It's pretty cool because like if you get a stick off the ground or you like chop a tree and get a stick, you could turn 2 sticks into a bandage. Because
Just-
whatever.
Yeah.
And then if you take the bandage and put it on another stick, you make a satchel
Okay.
and increase your inventory size, which is really important. Or things that they don't teach you is you could take a stick and walk up to a fucking exploding barrel and make dynamite.
Oh. So
Okay.
Punji sticks.
from what I've seen of the game, like it embraces humor pretty readily,
Yes.
which is
Yes.
my biggest problem with the Hunger Games. It tries to be serious, but it's like children, especially the movies. God, I
It's
don't-
dark, man.
It's too dark to be treated as seriously, and they don't go as violent, and it's not as serious. Oh God.
It's pretty
The
violent.
fucking first, I
pretty
saw the
fucking
first movie
violent.
and the second one. It's not that violent. It's super
Well,
PG.
I mean,
PG-13.
that's the book. I mean, the movie. The books are pretty fucking violent.
I don't know. She just ripped off fucking Battle Royale. And
Well,
did it
okay, so
worse.
Battle Royale's about a bunch of fucking kids too.
Yeah, but it doesn't try to be serious, and it's way darker and way more violent.
Battle
Battle
Royale
Royale
doesn't
is
try to
very,
be
very dark.
serious.
Sam, you got it.
The second movie was like the Japanese equivalent of SOCOM.
Yeah, I know. Look, my point is like when you do a story about children, like high schoolers or younger, killing each other, it either has to be extremely, extremely dark or extremely, extremely funny. And I don't think it like Hunger Games like it gets anywhere. It doesn't get to extremely dark and it doesn't get to extremely funny. Battle Royale at least gets to
It doesn't
extremely
really
funny
get
and then
Okay,
does
darker
extremely
than
dark.
kids killing each other while
Okay.
adults dying.
I know,
Didn't
but
you
like
just say you didn't read the books? How are you even arguing
I'm
this
talking
right
about
now?
the movie. I'm talking about the basic plot line. It's not treated with the same like the weight it should be. That's what I'm saying. I just don't think it like. Okay, I'm going off the movie knowledge. I've seen the first 2. It was like way too much a kids thing, and that's what the
Are you
books
actually Satan's lawyer? Like, I feel like all you ever do is play devil's advocate
No,
over
I
here.
hate. I actually truly hate the Hunger Games. Honestly, I watched the films and they are the worst things I've ever seen. I think I watched
But
them.
you still call them films and not movies.
I know because I'm a fucking faggot. That's why. Yes, I am very picky when it comes to my films, so maybe that's part of it. But like, my problem is it was not as dark. It wasn't extremely violent. It wasn't extremely dark. It was still like willy-nilly fun, romance, all this bullshit. And it, like, I'm sorry, it was too much bullshit.
Hey man, to each their own, I guess.
So the point I was trying to make with like, where was I? Oh fuck it, I have no point. I'm just a picky bastard. I just hate fucking the Hunger Games, and fucking first movie is all shaky cam. I almost puked halfway through the movie.
That's fine. I mean, apparently you can't handle walking then.
I can walk, but I have my brain to stabilize me.
Uh-huh.
My brain reads my steps as I'm doing them and about to take another one, and I'm about to take another one, and it knows, so it stabilizes.
Uh-huh.
It's like when you're spinning and you lock on one part and you spin around and you snap your head back to that same spot you were looking at so you don't get dizzy. Dancers do that, and people on hoverboards. Alright, so anyway, you guys are not even going to respond to this shit. I'm sorry I talked about the Hunger Games negatively, and I made you all go cold on me.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine, you guys. I'm totally fine. So let's move on to the next biggest game, The Division. That lands tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, almost.
tomorrow night, isn't
Tuesday.
it?
Depends on where you live.
You can VPN, right?
Maybe.
I don't know. It's like mostly.
Well,
an
no,
online
I mean
game,
it's all
right?
launching
So.
at the same time. It's just
Oh.
like in California,
right.
yes, it'll be tomorrow. Otherwise it's Tuesday at midnight for us. I'm going into this launch with the expectation that I'm not going to be able to play it because Ubisoft doesn't create quality products.
Amen.
Have any of
It's
you
true.
played the beta or alpha or whatever they?
I have.
What'd you think?
I was going to, but
It's fantastic.
Really?
It's a great fucking game. And it really sucks that it's launching a few days after the culling came out because I don't see me getting my fill the next day.
Your fill of what?
This game. The culling.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
But I want to take, I don't want to fall behind in the division. It's a level-based game, so I'm going to have to grind it pretty quickly.
Everything I've seen in footage, it seems like I don't know, it doesn't really appeal to me. I mean, I think it looks visually pretty great. I'm like genuinely impressed with like how good it looks, but it seems to me like another like grind fest and like Borderlandsy.
Yeah.
It's basically supposed to be like a better Destiny, is what I've heard a lot of people describe it
Yeah,
as.
that's pretty much it. It's Destiny that like involves teamwork and their PvP isn't garbage.
Now, what do you do in the end game?
Oh, nobody. I mean, I don't think anyone knows really.
What the hell is the end game?
I'm
It's
not entirely
very-
sure people know.
It's very PvP centric. I don't know that there is an end game.
We'll find out.
I would love to see like large sting operations you need to complete. I don't know what would a PvE scenario look like in that game? I can't picture it.
Well, first you gotta go rescue Sakura because she went to the wrong village.
No. No.
And then Kimimara's still alive, so you get to play as him.
Oh, please fucking
And
kill
then
me.
it's automatically the best game.
Oh my god, is this a children's podcast? Hunger Games, fucking weeb shit.
What about Rin, though?
Oh my
Enough.
God.
You don't talk to me anymore.
I don't get this. Is it weeb stuff?
Yeah, probably.
You are a weeb, dog.
I'm not a weeb.
You were born a weeb.
I'm not a weeb. Stop.
What do
I
you-
just like
PBat.
Sonic.
Sonic is weeb as fuck now.
Yo, Star
What?
Fox Zero. I'm a weeb.
Stop.
Ew.
What do you mean stop?
Why
Are
is
you
every
kidding?
game you like
Come
a
on.
furry game?
Yeah,
Come
why do you
on,
like
man.
only kids games?
It's not furry.
Kids games, furry
You don't
games.
see that's
Dude, like, I don't even give a
I-
shit that it's
I like-
furry or for kids. Like, can we talk about the fact that it looks like it was made in 1942?
Well, that's not true.
That's pretty good.
Nintendo
I mean-
has more money than fucking God. Like, make your game.
That's just not true, though.
Being
That's just not
released
true.
on the Nintendo Wii U, Brandon. I mean, come on.
There's only so much they can do. To be fair, it is Wii U.
John's.
But
You're
it's not
being a
John's.
bully, man.
That's called hardware capabilities. That's not John's.
Before
Being a
we,
bully.
before
Nobody's
we jump
bullying anyone.
into I gonna say StarCraft, Star Fox. Wait, let's get back to the Division a little bit. So you were saying earlier that it's expected that they will not be able to meet these server loads on launch.
I mean, think of the last major release that has happened that you've been able to play at midnight.
Last major MMO. type
I'm sorry,
thing,
and
right?
excuse me, play intended like with the intended function of the game. I'm not talking about how I got to play half of survival mode for Street Fighter V. Fuck you, Capcom. They sold my
Capcom.
man Akuma out to Tekken. Like, fuck your games. Make
Stop,
Marvel.
we get it.
Oh my
God,
Jesus.
shut up.
God damn.
I mean,
Sold him into
realistically,
Tekken slavery is ridiculous.
Shut up.
Just trying to jump, man.
realistically speaking, even Blizzard couldn't get their fucking launch down for Warlords of Draenor. That
Oh,
game was
yeah.
not functional
Do
at
you remember
midnight.
Burning Crusade launch? That was the worst.
Those-
Like, I got
Wrath
in
was-
early and it
Wrath was
died.
perfect.
Wrath was
Wrath was perfect.
wonderful, yeah.
Cataclysm worked pretty well for us,
Cataclysm
didn't
was
it?
perfect.
Oh, we all did
Yeah.
that together, didn't we?
Yeah,
we
we were
just
swimming in
spammed
the ocean. We we had to swim
Yeah.
all the way over to the dungeon.
Oh my god. Yeah, we totally exploited that. Oh my god. Brandon, this is all your fault.
Wait,
You're the
what?
biggest fucking min-maxer ever. You used to find every little fucking thing to do to make it like perfect and super efficient and to spite everybody else and to get ahead.
What do you mean?
Like the way we used to do the instances,
Yeah,
instead of queuing, we went up to them. No one else was doing that.
because they're fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You do that. That's what you always do. We're not your friends. You just collect min-maxers. You've always been doing it. You've been doing it for like 10 years. Sorry. That's just...
He doesn't see what's wrong with it. You're not convincing him of anything.
He's like,
He's
I'm
like,
surrounding myself with the best possible people. He's min-maxing his friend group with min-maxers.
Yeah. That
Holy
sounds
shit.
good.
Wow.
See?
This is
You
too
just-
meta now.
You just made him reflect on like his life, and yeah, that was-
Now he's thinking
No,
if
good
you're
job.
min-max enough for him, man.
Yeah. So how do you min-max being 30?
Oh, shit.
I mean, it's pretty much the same.
There you go. You just treat it like it's 28.
It's pretty much the same.
I know, right? So, in terms of the division, what sorts of things? What's the hook there, right? Is there like classes? It doesn't look like there's that much in terms of skills going
There
on.
are classes,
like-
and it's very skill based.
I mean, like active skills. Nothing seems terribly interesting. to me.
Each of the classes have like different things that they do. Some classes will passively take less damage than others. Others can heal. You can put up like barriers and stuff. It feels like Tom Clancy was trying to make an MMO, and it feels pretty good. Granted, I haven't played it in a few months. Hopefully, I'm not disappointed. But me and Sev are pretty excited about it.
And is this a game that has a monthly fee?
I don't think so. I'm sure you know about Crowfall. I talked about it last week.
Yeah.
It feels like the
Except you weren't
Division
here
is
last
doing
week.
everything that Crowfall wanted to do. But,
But that's
instead
how-
of being a knight, you're, shooting people in the
That's
face.
how every launch is, though. It always feels like they're doing what somebody else said they were going to do.
No, I
Yeah.
mean, like, the world's made of, like, certain parts of the world are made of voxels that you can destroy. You can't take things out of the, quote, dark zone, which is the PvP area, unless you extract them out. I mean, these are all concepts that Crowfall wanted to have happen, but Crowfall doesn't have a AAA studio with more money than they would possibly know what to do.
They also don't have somebody's name slapped on the title. So, another thing I see the culling, I see the Division being praised for is its accuracy in the map of New York.
Oh,
That's honestly
yeah.
what interests me more than anything else.
Is it accurate? I mean, I don't go to New
I'm
York
to-
a
I'm
lot.
I was
told
gonna
it's
say
very
I don't
good.
know New York, so I wouldn't really know. But I'm gonna assume if a lot of people are saying it, then it must be true.
I'm just curious to see if I can shoot people on the fucking street where I work, or fucking throw people on the subway. That's
Oh
all
boy,
I
I
want.
can see the Fox headlines now.
God. So I just don't like. I can't seem. This is me being picky again. I can't seem to find something that I truly like about the Division. I mean, the idea of creating like a squad of friends and going through the city together is appealing. But I don't see like the fantasy-esque elements and skills working in like a kind of realistic shooter. That the things I want in an MMO. Do you follow what I'm saying?
Kinda, yeah.
Right.
It just seems very like shoot and run around. Whereas like Borderlands kind of scratches that itch by having like weirder abilities and things that like blend with technology. It seems a bit too realistic. Do you follow? How does the game remedy that for me? How would it?
I mean, it's pretty arcadey.
Like, so does like new classes have like major cooldown abilities and things like that? Like,
Yeah,
what do
like
they,
you
what
can,
do they
like I
do?
said, you
Like,
can put
give
up
me examples.
barriers. There are heals and things like that.
Just straight up heals, vanilla heals.
It's been a few months. I don't remember. I've been trying to avoid the game as much as possible over the last month to give myself a really fresh start.
Can somebody tell me any sort of ability that's interesting, something that would be like unique to the game?
I know nothing about the game, so I can't help you.
Unique
Yeah,
to this
I didn't
game.
get
I
the
mean,
break.
I don't think anything's ever going to be unique again.
Well, except the culling. Come on now.
Rock to rock being knife is very unique.
That is fine. Okay.
It's pretty unarguable. I mean, rock to rock.
Sev is freaking out in the chat saying, I know what to say. I know what to talk about.
Then type it, Sev, and we'll discuss
Yeah.
it. Discuss it.
Unless you want to jump right into the mumble right now and start
No
talking.
thanks.
Yeah, no, I don't
Oh
think so either.
Lord.
He's going to start yelling, this is how it is! Blah, 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 blah. I know a lot about these games because he loves these types of things. That and, like, the ship game, boat game.
Seven's gonna hit
Okay.
max level in Division in like probably 3 hours. 6 hours in, we'll have beaten everything, and then he'll never touch the game again.
That's actually a fair possibility.
That is Sev. It's
That's how
101.
Sev is with every game.
Hey,
He's
you know,
asked me to
it's-
play
the
so
only,
many games.
The only reason I even know Sev is because me and Ed were the only two people that were leveled on time, and I waited for Ed for like 2 hours or 3 hours, whatever it was, to get him to get into dungeons for Cataclysm in terms of leveling from 80 to 85 to hit cap. And we went into a random dungeon finder, and Sev was in there
I
because he
think I was
leveled
in
that fast.
that same dungeon.
No, you were not.
No, me and you were not at max level yet.
You,
Oh.
Smatter, you weren't max level for like a week.
Well, I mean, like, I have a life.
So
As
you're just
always, he goes
Completely
straight to
full
that.
of shit.
That's always what he goes
Okay,
to.
I
in every
wasn't employed
situation.
then, and I just, I was in school. I was
And
doing
you
cool
most certainly
things.
do not have a life ever.
I was drinking watery beer and, trying to kiss boys. Whatever I did in college.
All right, it checks out. That's matter.
Fuck you. So, like, okay, Sev is going off in chat explaining some of the things that you can do in the division, right? So, abilities include more of a loadout. I don't know what that means. Grenades, okay, special grenades. Drones, okay, now we're talking. Shields. You can't carry too many things, he's saying. I don't follow. It doesn't seem any
Okay,
different. Like,
okay,
Borderlands,
okay.
like, did it
Loadout.
better.
Loadout in terms of how many different weapons and or sidearms and or grenade types or usables, I guess you can go out with. So like maybe one class can have more things that they can pull up at the same time without having to go back base or whatever. I don't know. I haven't played any of the Division or of Destiny or of I have played Borderlands, but that game just lets you have a lot of guns.
See, like, I just don't see there being enough variety or anything interesting to keep it going, or to at least
That's
interest me.
that's what was Destiny's issue.
Yes, but like Destiny, like the setting is excellent, but the story is shit. They fucked it. The
Still play
gameplay there
Destiny,
is
though.
solid, though. They had it there because they just copied the Halo formula.
People still play it.
I know people still play it. I bought
Which
a
is
PS4
crazy to me, and like
play
it's
it.
always high on Twitch as well. Like I don't understand how anyone finds that game interesting. There's no skill involved, and the PvP obviously has a lot of skill, but it's so unbelievably boring. And that's not even subjective. Like the game stole all the ideas from Halo and is just watered down Halo, which also gets no viewership.
Yeah, that's sad. It makes me feel bad growing up a Halo kid
I was a Halo kid.
and fucking kids' moms. You know,
You know.
whatever the fuck Halo kids did. It feels like an old like a sitcom. Growing up Halo kid.
Let's not talk about which Halo is better because Brandon will never shut up.
Which one
Halo
is your
2.
favorite, Brandon?
Halo 2. Halo 1 has certain parts of it that are better than Halo 2. Halo 2 is probably the best one in terms of like watchability, esports, etc. And then after that, who cares?
3 wasn't terrible.
No, it wasn't, but who cares?
What's the one that just came out? Halo 7?
Who cares?
Right.
The rest of them, Halo, who cares?
Halo Reach.
Halo Reach Around. I remember that. The last one.
Halo Reach is the game that taught me that TV actually knew how to play video games. It was kind of crazy. to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Halo Reach is where DM finally thought that I was good at something.
That's
I
when
don't remember
started
that.
Believing in you.
Good, thank God.
I remember TV and I remember Gem actually bodied in that game.
I don't even know. What that is.
let me check my research. Let me go to Auditsboro real quick.
What?
Oh, this
God.
brawl. You mean Nintendo Life or whatever the hell? that
No,
site
it's
is called
just
now?
no. It's known as Auditsboro. Shut up.
Oh God.
No one is supposed to come here.
So are all of you planning on playing the Division, or how many of you are?
Me, Sev, Moji, and Purified have been planning to be like the squad. Although I don't know if Puri and Moji are still in it. It's been a while since I've talked to them. But me and Sev are ready to go.
How big are squads like guilds, or is it like just does that refer to a party?
I think there might be clans, but we're talking like parties.
Okay, and what's the max party size? 5 probably?
No, it's 4. That's it.
Oh, that's not terrible. I'm hesitant to drop $60 on such a thing. You know what I'm saying? especially if there is a monthly fee. But I don't think there is.
I don't think there's a monthly fee.
Well, you have to let
If
us
they-
know how it is next week.
With those servers, they're probably not going to be able to justify charging a monthly fee.
Right. You know, Purified is saying he is ready. He's going nuts in chat.
All right, so Purify's ready.
I don't I don't know. Maybe I'm just jaded now. I don't get hyped for games anymore. Maybe I'm just growing up. I haven't hit 30 though.
Stop. Disrespectful. Stop.
What?
Don't do this.
What? As you get older, games become less exciting.
Disagree.
I guess I very disagree. Yeah, I mean that just depends who you are. I mean, you were talking about how Hunger Games is a kids game. I mean, like what, or not a kids game. Like Hunger Games is like a thing for kids. It's like, I mean, it just depends on what you're into. That's like somebody could say like, hey, Kirby's a game for kids, but like, who says we can't enjoy Kirby? I like
No,
Kirby.
no, of course. No, I don't object to enjoying what you enjoy. I'm just saying, like, as I've gotten older, like the glimmer of a new game coming out doesn't really do it for me.
Well, I see.
Yeah.
I don't think that's fair because I think we're kind of past the golden age of things being as close to art as they're going to be. For instance, I'm not as excited about FF15 as I was about Final Fantasy VIII, but that's not because I'm older. It's because 13 was trash compared to Final Fantasy VII.
You justified that with numbers. It sounded like.
Oh my God.
I know I know exactly what you're saying. Like, what I'm trying to say is like, when a major game is coming out, even if I want to play it and I'm looking forward to playing it, I'm not like, oh man, I'm gonna lock down and only play that. You know?
I think the only answer to that from me, and I probably speak for PBat as well, and that it sucks for you, man. Like,
Yeah, that's
if you don't
unfortunate.
have that like wanderlust and that excitement, that anticipation, that just sounds like you're shitty. Like,
I don't know. Maybe it's
Hold
because I'm
that.
getting older. Like maybe it's because I'm like I have other.
That is not the typical or correct thing to say there. It's
Yeah.
basically you losing interest in the medium. That's all it is.
No, I'm not losing
there
interest
is
in medium.
no-
I do that more than
There
anything else.
is no, I'm getting older, so I must be outgrowing it. It's you as a person moving on with
Yeah.
your life.
It's a you thing, not an age thing.
I'm not
See what
passing-
you're,
I'm not
what you're
passing
basically
on, you guys.
insinuating? What you just insinuated is we're all children still.
No, I'm not
and
saying-
you're the
that's
adult
not
because
what
you're
I'm
moving
saying.
out of a zone.
That is not what I'm saying at all. I do
But
not.
it's exactly what you sound like you're saying, and
You're
it's a bad
actually,
hit.
no. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm just saying like
I'm already triggered. You fucked up.
It's too late.
Oh my god.
Tumblr will hear.
Fuck. Maybe I just matriculated during this conversation. No,
What?
I don't even know what that,
That
word
means to
means.
graduate. God.
Me and
No,
Pat,
what are
like,
these
the
words
school
I'm
system
using?
failed us.
I didn't know that word 3 minutes
Oh.
ago.
The school
me
system
too.
failed us.
Me too.
No, I'm okay. I guess I'm a little bit jealous. Well, God, that makes me sound so condescending. I'm not trying to do that. I'm really not.
I know what you're saying. Like, DM was talking about how bad Star Fox is. Like, I seriously, I was. It's gonna sound so cheesy, but I was so emotional when I was watching the Nintendo Direct because like
No.
I have so. Well, no. Here's the
That's
thing.
not fair because Miyamoto was basically crying when he gave everyone was emotional.
I know, but listen, here's the thing. I have a lot of, and I think mostly what it is, I have a lot of fond memories with Star Fox when I was growing up, and I think that's a huge part of it, of course.
64.
That's what I'm saying. And that's the thing. It looks like just an enhanced Star Fox 64, and it's just bringing back so many good memories. And it's just like I seriously can't wait to play it. I hate that it comes out the day that PAX starts, so I can't play it until I get back from PAX. But I have it being delivered Amazon. When I'm gone, and I'm gonna play it the moment I get back from PAX, and it's gonna be amazing. But that's just because it's like that spark is still there for me. Like it reminds me so much of my childhood.
I Smash 4. I spent $1,000 to play the game.
Oh, early, yeah.
That's not. I mean, I'm not
Yes,
even
yeah.
lying. I bought a Japanese 3DS. I bought a streaming 3DS. I bought a Wii U. I bought 3 copies of the fucking game. I got the stupid GameCube adapter. I bought a little Mac Amiibo. I got GameCube controller, the circle pad that didn't even fucking work, an extra charger. Like I went in to play
Really?
this fucking game. And when Smash 5 eventually comes out, and I'm fucking 38 years old, you better know I'm gonna spend another $1,000.
Oh my god. I guess that's proof right there that you are not a child, that you just dropped $1,000.
Yeah, right.
Because children can't do that.
I mean, they can. It depends on like how mommy and daddy are doing.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true.
Mommy and daddy, can I have a streaming 3DS for $500?
Hey, when did Doom get here?
No.
Who was that?
Nice dig.
Hot
boy.
shot, hot shot.
Hey, at least Dark Souls 3 comes out a little bit before PAX, so I'm not going to miss out on playing that game.
When
God
does that come
damn
out?
it.
April 13th?
Nice.
April 13th, so I'm gonna emerge from my Dark Souls 3 cave right in time to come and
Can
go
I
to
can I
PAX
say
East.
one thing really quickly?
Yeah.
I'm very happy that Allied has now degraded back into being a shitposting sack of ass.
That's my boy. Stop.
Now that the
Because-
cameras are off. Well, I guess
because
on.
Salem just tweeted something funny, and Allied comments on her tweet and saying, subtweeting, "Come on, Salem," with a picture of my face. It's great. I didn't expect to see my face today. I was happy.
So basically, this is just about you in the end.
No, it's no. If you know, you don't know Allied. That's the thing.
All right, yeah, that's probably it.
Allied is a shit poster before shit posting was a thing. Shouts to Allsbro.
AI beat.
Kai Perrin in chat says, maybe I'm just burnt out on bad games. Maybe that's why I'm not excited for things anymore.
That could be fair. I mean, there's not been a lot of great releases lately, man.
No, I'm with you on that. Like, even Fallout 4 I was kind of excited for, and I blew through
Fallout
it.
4 was just a disappointment.
It was a disappointment overall.
Well, last year, I mean, I know I speak again for PBat. When Titan Souls came out and I got on that game at day one, I haven't felt that way in a long time.
Right.
Mhm.
That game
okay,
was good.
Maybe this can frame the way I feel a little bit better. I don't feel the need to attack a release date anymore. You know what I mean?
Nope, still do.
Yeah, same. I mean, it all depends on
I mean,
what it is.
Unless it's an MMO. Like when I played Warlord of Draenor, I did the most fat fucking nerdy thing I could do, and Alex was disgusted with me. I leveled to level 100 in like fucking one sitting, one fucking day like that. Took off from work, and to finish it off, to crown my achievement, I ate an entire Domino's pizza.
Oh my god.
So yeah,
Disgusting.
you just
That's
don't know how to be
yeah,
an
that
adult
is
that likes
really
video games
disgusting.
because that's some childish bullshit.
No, he was like
Staten
so
Island.
disgusted with me. He's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?
You live in New York City, and you got Domino's.
No, I wasn't in New York City at the time. I was living near Trenton. Please, there's nothing there that delivered at that time.
There's nothing there.
There is nothing. There's just like despair and poverty. Why? Oh my god. So okay, so maybe I am burnt out on bad games. I mean, I'm trying to think of one game that I'm looking forward to greatly, and I can't think of it. I mean, I get excited for like new champions in League.
I think you highlighted
Overwatch.
the reason for that before, though. You said, I don't want to drop $60 in the division and then not get anything out of it, and I think that part of it is that you've been spending a lot of money on games you end up not playing very much.
That's part of it too. But I have no problem spending money, and I'm a thing buyer.
See, I think a big part of the thing where people like don't want to get excited for games, and it's a huge split, and I can't be on this side of it, but like a lot of people are like, hey, if I don't get excited for this game and it ends up being bad, I won't be disappointed. But it's like I just can't. I would rather be really excited. For example, I'd rather be really excited for Star Fox Zero and it end up being bad than just to like
Same.
not get that excitement and then be disappointed. I would
Same.
much rather be disappointed in, but like have that wonder and that excitement as it's coming up. Like I
You're
just
right.
Dude,
I can't be
everybody
pessimistic.
everybody made fun of me for being as excited for Star Wars as I was. But I can guarantee that no one was happier at that moment in the world than I was.
There you go.
It's
Big
the
ol'
best
Star
feeling.
Wars boner.
I sat in that movie theater and I literally almost cried when the scrolling text came up. I was
Of
so
course
excited.
you did.
I mean, Star Wars is a big part of my
Fucking
life.
Loser.
Says the depressed ass fats.
Depressed.
What are you
Where's
looking
that?
forward to? What you eating for breakfast
I was
tomorrow?
gonna say he
I don't eat
cries.
every
He
day.
cries when Amazon delivers him his Apple Jacks, man. Like tears roll down his
I
cheeks.
haven't done that in a long time. Like, why y'all trying to come at me?
It's been
Oh
like
my
2
God.
Amazon. This is
See, you see how easy it is
wonderful.
to poke a hole into somebody's heart and have them just become a demon because of it? Just tell DM he's a nerd for liking what he likes.
It's been
And
2
then all of a
weeks,
sudden,
right?
yeah, you fat fuck.
Are you serious? You're saying like fucking attacking cereal makes you into makes us fucking demons?
Did you see the little gang up though? It legit went from you're a nerd because you like what you like. Yeah, okay, whatever. I hope you die from diabetes, fat bitch. Like, god damn.
You gotta
Definitely-
remember, Fats, we're on the internet, dude.
I didn't say that. Okay. It's not even what I said.
And no one
Pretty
drops
much
the
what
D
PBat
word.
helped you say. Well, I'm on the internet. I can say whatever I want to say that you said it.
Alright, so like DM at a Star Wars scrolling opening scene, scrolling credits is like Fats waiting for Apple Jacks.
No, it's not fast.
And
waiting
DM's
for
crying
Apple
because
Jacks.
I'm gonna die early because of
That's
it.
getting the Apple Jacks.
Getting the Apple Jacks, exactly.
The Apple Jacks were there.
Christ almighty. It's weird. It's like,
The milk is about to be poured on top of their sugary shittiness. I was going to say goodness to help the narrative forward, but let's be real, that shit is garbo.
Ew, I don't like Apple Jacks anyway.
well, okay,
Y'all
you
are
love,
wild.
Reese's, right? That's Reese's.
Oh,
Ew,
those
stop
are
it.
decent, but I don't love it.
What's
All right,
your-
what are you
number one?
ordering?
What do I order?
Yeah, what are you ordering?
Hello, is this is this Kellogg's? Can I order?
Kellogg's, if you're listening, send us a T-shirt. Just
I'm
one
alright.
for Fats.
I'm all right.
Fats.
DM only likes one cereal because he's old as shit.
What is it?
I don't
like
really-
fucking
Cinnamon
Kashi shit or
Life.
something?
Actually, I do fuck with Cinnamon Life.
Cinnamon Life is good.
Cinnamon Life is also not an old people cereal. It's marketed to kids. You
Yeah,
idiots.
there's like
Cinnamon
only
Life.
children on the box.
This is literally only kids.
It's
Hey.
called life. Like old people don't have life in them.
You know who has a life? Smatter.
Stop!
Oh yeah, he's outgrowing
not
his
30
childish
yet.
I'm not. No,
stage.
I'm not 30. I'm just saying. Like I have so many other things going on in my life that just like I don't get super pumped for video games like I did before. I love playing them.
Why did he just come at DM for no reason?
I mean, I got excited for Overwatch, and then I didn't get into the fucking beta, and I'm still not in the beta, and I'm pissed, and now I feel nothing. I'm dead on the inside. It's like everything you love dies.
No,
Dude.
there's a new Pokemon game this year, so I'm pretty alive.
Yo,
Hey,
I didn't know they
Pokemon.
sent Pokken out if you fucking requested review copies, man.
I didn't know
Oh,
that
really?
either. I didn't know Nintendo did that.
Yeah, man, a few of my friends got it already. I'm kind of tight.
All they had to do was
you
ask.
got to get Salem on that, man. Like, I mean, even if you don't think it's gonna happen, it's better you do it than.
Well, I mean, it's
you know.
Nintendo. They usually don't give out shit to just like anybody.
Well, I here next time you need it, just hit me up because I know me and Miyamoto are pretty tight. So you just hit me up and I'll shoot him a text.
Oh, people better. You want the game? I'll give you game.
Smatter enough,
Oh, people
No
like the
more.
Rover Minecraft game.
enough, enough doesn't
Rover
mean keep
Minecraft
going.
video. I'll give you a game.
Nice.
It'd be weird if
Nice.
like you won him over. He's just like sitting there laughing his ass off at your videos, like in only the way a child could laugh at something. You know,
I'm
like
honored, really.
that true honor and like that true innocent laughter. Oh, very funny, PBat.
So, all right, we're moving on.
Am I bringing like a tear to your eye, or am I making you laugh?
I both. That's the thing. It's so weird.
He's gonna on his deathbed. I love you, PBat.
Okay, we're
Okay,
done
we
here.
got a few minutes left. Let's talk about No Man's Sky.
Sure. All right, so we got a release date. It's June 21st.
Right.
Isn't it $60?
Yes.
$60.
Indie
I
title.
don't know.
Indie title at $60.
It's funny because we were talking about with The Witness being overpriced, but and see they're saying this game has like infinite content, right? But like, how far is that really gonna
That's
go?
Yeah.
a crock of shit.
Exactly.
See,
Like,
you guys are
Minecraft
burnt out
has
too.
Infinite content.
No, we're not
No,
burnt
we're not
out.
burnt
It's an
out. We're
indie
saying that
title.
it's bullshit.
It's an indie title priced at $60 that apparently has infinite content. An indie title with infinite content.
So, all right, for
That's
those
the
of
only
you out
way-
there
The
who
only way
don't
to
know what
get
the
an
game
indie
is,
title, hold on, Brandon, hold on. The only way for an indie title to get infinite content is if it's a roguelike game.
and that's not infinite content. That's the same content with things moved around.
Yeah. That's
So
the best you'll get.
if you guys don't know what this game is, you're a fucking astronaut motherfucker, and you go in this infinite space, infinite universe bullshit, and there's like 14 quadrillion planets or something, and you're never going to go to the same place twice, and it's all this. But the issue is, they said they created this game on 1,400 or 14,000, 1,400 lines of code, right? 14,000, 1,400.
14,000, I think.
I see that.
They're
That's
bragging
what's in my head, but
with
like,
that?
I think they said 1,400. Because I remember being anyway. Either way, it's an extraordinary small amount of code for quote infinite universe. The issue is, what are you supposed to do in this game? What is the fucking point of it, and why am I paying $60 for no reason?
That's what I'm saying. Like, every time I look at it, I keep up to date and I try and keep seeing more and more, but like it always seems to boil back down to the whole gimmick of like, look how big the universe is
Yeah.
and look how everything's different. But it's like, but what do you do? Like, where's the meat? Where's like the big thing with the game? It just seems like it's one big gimmick where it's like, nobody's ever done this before.
Let me give you a parallel example, like Terraria. Like they can't rely on exploring alone. A game like Terraria, at first you start with nothing. As you explore, you get more items to do more areas to explore, to get more items to do bosses. Like there's a natural progression. that is built into the exploration. To me, it seems that No Man's Sky is relying on just seeing different planets.
Look at all this cool shit. And
Yeah.
by the way, I didn't exaggerate the code. It was 1,400,
Yes.
a little over 1,400. But
Oh.
apparently I didn't exaggerate enough for the amount of planets because I said 14 quadrillion, and it's actually 18 quintillion, which is fucking more. Way
Yeah.
more.
But why would you even advertise that? That you can't.
Yeah,
You can go to a
it's
planet, and it'll be
sensationalist.
like Earth. You can go to this other planet, there'll be dinosaurs walking around with goats. Like, why do I fucking care? Like, everyone's like, look at this is amazing. It's changing everything. Like, okay, it's 1,400 lines of code. That is what's changing everything. The game itself doesn't look that impressive to me.
Well, here's
Still
the
gonna
doesn't
thing.
buy
look
it, aren't you?
fun.
Does it even have multiplayer? Or
I mean, yes, but
Well-
the odds of you finding someone
Well,
on
that's the-
18 quintillion
Then
fucking
why even
planets.
have it?
yes, how could you? You
I would
literally
rather there be
never...
100 planets that are like all different and individually designed, and I can run into people, and there's like a natural progression of types of planets I have to go
No,
to.
it's too much code.
Oh
See,
yeah.
have they said you can run into people though? I know they said like if you're the
Yes.
first person to visit a planet, you can name it, and you can name a species. So I could go onto a planet. I'm the first one there. I can name this flying bird PBat, and like everybody who goes to that planet is gonna see the PBat
No
bird.
one's going to that planet.
It's like going
And
to
that's the thing,
Eat
exactly.
bird, eat bird.
Nobody is gonna go there because it's so. Thank you, I'll
it's
be
kind
here
of
all
like
week.
going to your favorite
That was
brothel and like
hilarious,
naming
I'm
the
not gonna
hookers
lie.
after you nut on them.
Stop. But like, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if they've ever said you can actually like play with people. I know they
I
said you
haven't-
can, you can go to a planet and name things, and you know if you're the first person there, everybody else is going to see that name. But
I've only seen Steam says single player. I've only heard it's single player. Even if like it networks up to some server where it like shows people's names on other planets, the odds of finding any of those things randomly, if they actually have quintillions of planets,
yeah,
is
like
actually zero.
somebody in chat do the math. If there's 1 million people playing, and there's
But-
what 15
Chat's
quintillion
saying
planets.
it's single
I
player.
was
only.
just about to say this. Let's pretend that the game is massively successful and that 1 million people in the world decide that $60 is an okay price tag for this game, which doesn't seem likely to me. Million people looking into 18 quintillion planets. Just to give you an idea, it goes million, then billion, then trillion, then quadrillion, then quintillion, and then times that by 18.
Yeah. Don't do that math, guys. That's way too much for this piece of shit game.
That's 16 orders of magnitude.
It's 1 million times 1 million times 1 million, and it's 18.
Yeah. Like the odds, even then, the odds.
I bet you
of,
don't even
you
encounter
bumping into
people. I
somebody.
bet you just encounter like remnants. Oh, like this planet was named, but the person, even if they're on
Yeah.
the planet, you don't see them.
I
That's what I'm
wonder
gonna
if,
assume.
if you could go to the same place. Like, hey, meet me at this fucking planet that neither of us are ever going to get to because it's the actual universe.
I have no idea.
They better start
And that-
releasing more
I
information.
think that's
on
the
it.
thing. Exactly. I think that's the big thing. It's like it's been so vague so far. Like they've talked about all this,
They're talking
grand
numbers
stuff,
and
but
possibility, and it sounds
Yeah.
like bullshit.
they haven't talked actual, much actual content.
All right. All right. Well, we need to wrap it up here, so we need to close this one out with a hypothetical. I got one. If you come to a planet, No Man's Sky, what's the first planet you name to cause the
Tibet.
most distress? To cause the most distress for other players.
Oh,
um,
what's his name? What's his name? Han Solo dies.
Okay.
That's distressful, right?
I mean, not
I can't
anymore. Everyone
believe-
knows that.
Damn it!
Yeah.
You gotta go with the
Oh,
new
I got a
shit.
better one. Alan Rickman died.
Oh,
People
okay.
are sad now.
What's the matter? What have you done?
I'm gonna. Oh, mine'll be your parents
Why
are
would you
dead. That's gonna be
ask
the planet
this?
I name. Actually, I'm gonna buy this game on release. Go fucking ham. Get excited. Go to as many planets as possible. Name them. Your parents are dead. Your parents are dead. 1, 2, 3.
Dude, that's just Batman. Every movie he's in. Who
No,
cares?
no, that's all these fucking kids. Not gonna fucking name planets. They're just gonna get sad.
I don't know what's
I don't make
distressing.
people sad. Like, if we're gonna just be assholes, I'm down to be an asshole.
Yeah, I would actually troll in that game. There's no interaction. Fuck it.
Someone in chat, Butch Campbell says, "I approve of what Hitler did." Planet.
God.
Like, what could be distress? Like I don't know. Me and my family have been assassinated by the Obama administration. If you're reading this, please contact the FBI.
You
Ted
spent
Trump
Cruz
wins.
didn't get a
$60
fair
on this
shake.
game.
Trump wins.
Trump wins.
Ted
No,
Cruz
wins.
didn't get a fair shake.
it's not funny.
You spent $60 on this game to look at this planet name.
Oh, I'm gonna name one Hillary Clinton's cooch.
Hillary Clinton.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, there you go. That's distressing. No one's
you're
gonna
gonna
land
disgusting.
there.
If you're gonna do that, just name planets, website names, and then just put something disturbing on the website. There you go.
GoScoop.com. I own it.
Con.
Oh God.
Have them search it up.
You could name it. A streamer will make more money playing this game than your parents will this year. Period.
There you go.
Damn.
That's genuinely distressing.
Right?
Goddamn.
That's distressful bullshit.
Ugh.
Ouch.
There will be at least one streamer who plays that game full time who will make more money off of it than someone's parents working full time jobs.
Ouch.
That is sad. That's too real.
I mean, that's kind of just sad.
Now
Like,
we're
that's
ending the
not
podcast on an actually sad note. There
Yeah,
you go.
Capitalism is fucked, bro. I'm moving to Canada where they just give me money.
All right.
PBat.
We're not
Yo,
moving
PBat,
to
you heard
Canada.
you're getting money, man.
What's up?
You're gonna share, right?
Yeah.
You heard about
PBat
this?
books.
PBat bucks.
Unconditional,
Coins.
unconditional free money, universal basic income.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, sounds good.
Isn't that welfare?
No, everybody gets it.
So it's welfare you don't have to sign up for.
No, welfare is only for the people who aren't well off, so it's not everybody.
So even if I'm making $1 billion, I can still get Canada bucks.
Yeah, Canada
Yeah.
bucks.
Yeah.
Yo,
Canada
Canadian.
Canada bucks.
Nice.
All
You know
right.
they call it champ coins at the government office.
Yo, pilot champ coins.
What's the exchange rate on champ coins to
Don't
dollars?
worry about it. Don't worry about it.
If you go to the office in Canada, you have to play the roulette to see how much money you're gonna get.
If you
Turn
like
your
choose the
champ
roulette
coins.
wrong, you just fucking
Hope
don't
you
get let
win.
into the country.
If you
God
lose, you go into the calling.
All right, that's going to be the end of the show tonight, people. Thank you all for joining us. I'm not going to say the thing I say at the end of every episode. Follow us on Twitter. You can find me at JuiceMatter, Brandon at JuiceDIEM.
Don't follow me. Just don't.
Don't follow Brandon. You probably already do. Zufats, ZUFATS, PaperBat VG, and Juice Chris.
Oh, no, that's not my
It's been
Twitter.
fun. This
All right.
podcast has been fun.
It's Juice Cyan. Yeah, this has been fun. Peace, guys. We'll be back next week with more nonsense. Maybe we'll know a little bit more about the division, and maybe I will grow young again. So, peace.